Good morning. It is so good to see you. Good morning. How is everybody doing? Oh my God, I am so excited to be here. It is Tuesday, February 15th. Oh my God, it's the day after Love Day. I hope you all had a good time yesterday. Happy belated. Can you say happy belated? Yeah. I'm gonna go with that. Happy belated Valentine's Day to each and every one of you. From us at TMYS, we want to say we love you and we appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Zoe Baraka, and the show is To My Younger Self, where we tell stories from our past that will propel us into the future. Yay! Let's see. Looks like we have some people here already. Good morning, Beverly. Blessed Tuesday to you. It is so good to see you, my dear. Oh my God. This woman, she is like the toppest of the toppest of the toppest of all of our fans. God bless you. Thank you so much. Baba Forsen, it is so good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. I am so excited. I'm so excited today because we have a few giveaways for you, especially if you live in the DMV area. Okay, there's some spa giveaways for you, and I just cannot wait to give them away. Go get a facial, go get a body massage, something, to just make you relax. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. All right, like we always do. First of all, when you join us, please let us know where you're joining us from. Say good morning to us, especially if you are in the continent of Africa. We do want to hear from you and how you greet people. Tell us how you say good morning. Tell us how you say welcome. I love you. Anything you want to say to me, please do tell it to me in your native dialect. I will be so appreciative. We are going to go ahead and let's greet ourselves in our local dialects like we normally do. You know what I mean? Yes, yes, yes. Bella to you, Bella to you. Ibio kibari to you if you speak Moshi. Barakada zua sanunkuda zua yayade kakwana lafia. I hope you're doing well. God bless you. God bless you. It is so good to see you. Ya ken ken, ya tuma tuma. Futua wela tuma awela. La anwane tipose wenambaraka. Ansuma and Ansuma huganya songa to you. Dasuba to you. I just greeted you in so many different dialects of the northern part of Ghana. I just greeted you in Kosal, Mampruli, Dagomba, Wale, Frafra, Dile to you. Thank you so much for joining us in Dinao, Wezo to you. Thank you for joining us. Aleke. It's so funny. I've always known how to say leke. And I don't know why I never said that. Leke to you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. Ojeko to you. God bless you. Thank you for joining us. Ekaro to you. Give me one moment as I pull something up. Something off. Something is off. Something is off. Ay, 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 ay. God help us. All right, here we go. Dean, I think I greeted you in Ever already, right? Yes, I did. Ekaro to you, my dear. If you are reaching out to us from Nigeria, I am so excited you are here. Utitoma to you. I am so excited you're here. Emesiere to you. If you speak the Ebibio dialect and you are from that part of Nigeria, Etiseng Akwaba, Uhutidenya Mawachi, I am greeting you. Nyamisha Bebre, I am greeting you from all of the languages of the Akan dialect in Ghana. Karibu sana. Habari gani, habari ya Osubwe to you. I am so thankful you are here. Murembe to you. Awana, if you speak Mende and you are from Sierra Leone. Mangwanani to you. Makadii, the Shona people of Zimbabwe. Linjani to you. The Ndebeles of Zimbabwe will also say Nagadef. Oh God, thank you for joining us. If you are in Senegal and you speak Wolof, Nagadef to you. Aloy, Domilaki, the Bisses of Burkina Faso will say Nyase. Thank you so much for joining us. Kotong and Amohelan to you if you are in Botswana. Botswana and you speak Sesotho. Okay, now my Welena. The Hawaiians would say Dumela from the people of South Africa. Sawubona to you if you speak Zulu. Kotoli'i, our Fulani friends. Thank you for joining us. Bonjour, guten Morgen, of course, buongiorno. I'm trying to rush through. Like I said, it's become like a movement, right? We need like 10 minutes just to greet each other. I love it. I love it. Dobre otro if you speak Russian. Bom dia to our Portuguese storytelling friends. Buenos dias, and of course, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is such a wonderful day, and I am excited to be here. I see a few people here already. Oh my God, our producer is here. Oh, under her watchful, watchful eye. Producer, I am so glad you're here. Thank you, Big Sis Elsie. Wow, Casper, Pastor Casper, thank you for joining us. Yiga Solomon Apua, this woman is the storytelling queen of the Upper East region. We thank you so much for joining us. Let us jump in and introduce our guest storyteller today. I was about to say host, like you didn't know me already. Good morning, Abna. I see you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining us. Listen, this woman, I don't even know how to describe her because she is a go-getter, right? One day I was just minding my own business, just sitting somewhere, and suddenly we got this email and she introduced herself and yada, yada, yada. I normally wouldn't do that, but she is such a go-getter. And of course, the team did some research and all that, and we said, sure, we want her to tell us her story, such a powerful story, right? And when that normally happens, you don't really know the person for sure. So, you kind of, it's tricky, right? But once I got on the phone with her, my good God, something that was supposed to take 30 minutes took like 3 hours. I love when that happens, when you just like don't even know that you have so much to talk about and you just keep going. There was prayer, there was encouragement, there was deliverance. It was amazing. And I was like, wow. This is so amazing. Let me introduce this mighty woman to you. Her name is Cindy Tawiah. Okay, Cindy is a registered nurse who transitioned into her passion and purpose as a creator and founder of a beauty brand. At the age of 16, her chemistry teacher inspired her to her love for beauty products when he taught her how to make nail polish and lipstick. I'm trying to figure out where I was at the age of 16. Yeah, I don't know if no, chemistry class was not my biggest forte. So I don't know. Well, so she says her core mission is to continue using her brand to beautify women and to cater to the needs of women and young girls in domestic violence situations. One of her favorite quotes, or one of the things she likes to say to all of her clients, is let me speak and breathe life into your situation. Let's change your focus and change your future. In her words, she says, we can change the world one diva at a time. I love that. This incredible daughter of Africa and indeed Ghana invented the first hair care automated vending machine. I wish you could see it. It's just beautiful, which is now located in the Arundel Mills Mall, BWI, Sally Beauty Supply Store, and Sally Beauty Saloons. Cindy has been featured on the Tom Joyner Morning Show, Baltimore's WMAR TV, and Fox 45, Sheen and Essence Magazine, and the Drew Barrymore Show. My mouth is like, I can't even say all these amazing things. Her hair care products can also be found on the shelves at Walmart, Gaines Eagles, Tops, and of course, Amazon. She speaks in several colleges and business schools on entrepreneurship and how to start a small business. There is so much to say and so little time. I mean, when you see her bio and it's like when you Google her, it's just so much. And I was like, oh my God, how do we introduce this woman? So let me introduce you to Cindy. By the way, she is a married woman. She's been married to her husband for many, many, many years, and they have 3 wonderful, striving, successful children. Ladies and gentlemen, like we always do, unto my younger self, please, please, please help me say welcome to the indomitable Cindy Tawiah. Hi, 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 hi.
Hi. Oh my
Oh my.
God. Zoe, it is such a pleasure to meet you and your viewers to this morning. Thank you so much.
Wow, it is so
When,
good to
we
see you.
spoke, yes, when I fixed my hair last night, I wrapped it, I got up, the thing was sticking everywhere. I'm like, oh no, I can't scare your viewers. Let me bump it a little bit, but thank you so much. It's such a pleasure. It is an honor and a pleasure.
Wow.
Thank you for that
Oh, I'm so
introduction.
excited to see you here, my dear. Wow, wow. Like we always do in the grand tradition of To My Younger Self. Over to you. This is your show. Take us away. Story one.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, my journey began in Ghana, West Africa.
Right.
I was born in Ghana. Parents, my father was a lecturer. My mother was a diplomat.
Mhm.
And, my mother wasn't there the first 5 years of my birth. She was a diplomat. She was traveling. She was in London and then Switzerland. So, I felt like a motherless child. When you're a child and you expect a mom to be there doing your hair, fixing your lunch, taking you to school, but I didn't have access to my mom until I was
Mm.
5. And unfortunately, when you're a child and you're left with maid servants and whatnot and people to take care of you and they don't, you're just left roaming and wandering the street, which is what I would do with my friends. We would go roaming, just wandering everywhere. And unfortunately, I was molested at 5. I went through this traumatic situation of being molested at 5. A lot of people see me as a strong, powerful woman, but they
Oh,
don't know that was one of the most painful memories or
wait,
traumatic
wait,
memories
wait.
earlier in my life.
Wow. No, let me take. Oh my. Wait. So
Yes.
you hit us. You just hit us, right? This is. I'm laughing, but this is not a laughing matter. You were
Yeah.
molested at
Yeah.
5.
It's truth.
How? That like you? How? Like.
Yeah. Yeah. I fell into the hands of a stranger. And this was something where, the images are still kind of vivid in my mind, but I somehow have myself from because I've overcome and had to do the work to overcome. But it's one of the, when I characterize my life story, 5 was a moment of trauma and upheaval in my life.
Oh my.
And then we go on to later on when it's like 16, when my teacher had taught me to make the beauty products. So we all have these moments in our life of pivotal moments, I call them
Wow.
trajectories, things
Mm,
that either mold us and push us forward or
mm,
pull us back. And with me, one of the things about me is if somebody tells me I can't do something or to hold me back, I'm always trying to overcome adversity
mm.
with what I've been through.
Wow.
So, having been through that traumatic incident, I later on, my mother was in Switzerland. We went and visited her in Switzerland, and there was a disconnect because she hadn't been there. I didn't really know her, so I had to get to know my mom, who was
Can
always
I
busy.
can I ask you this question? Did
Yes.
you tell your mom about this abuse, this molestation?
I told her later on in my life.
Oh wow. So she did
Yes,
not even.
because a lot of people who have been abused, and let me tell you, this is not something that is uncommon. There are other people in your area, your friends who have been through this.
Mhm.
And oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Google, turn off the alarm. Sorry, Google was telling me that I'm supposed to be on your show
I love that.
now. There are other people who've been through it, but they keep it a secret. They
Mm,
keep it, and especially in Ghana, so many children, adults that
mm.
I know of, they're keeping this secret. And you can't heal what you don't reveal. You
Wow.
cannot heal what you don't reveal because of something where people feel ashamed, they feel embarrassed. But I'm here to tell you, if you've been through that, any form of abuse, any form of molestation, groping, touching you inappropriately, I am here to tell you that it is not your fault. It is
Mm,
not your fault. And you need to speak with someone to get it off your chest. Because
mm,
if you don't heal from that pain, you will continue to hemorrhage in
mm.
your life. And you're not hemorrhaging or bleeding physically, but you're bleeding spiritually and emotionally, and you don't even realize it.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Oh, I am so
Yes. And
sorry for you
sharing and
going
telling
through
somebody
that.
can help someone else too.
Yes. Yes. Wow. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing that with us. This is, I mean, it's such a
Yes.
blow, right? You just came right out of the gate. You know, we normally are like story. So this is, this is one of the, all right. We're gonna just, yeah, we're gonna
Shock,
move on.
yeah, shock
Yes.
to the system. Shock to the
Yes.
system, but it's truth. Because we're
Yes.
here telling a story, right?
Yes.
We're
Yes.
sharing the story.
Wow.
So, we lived in Switzerland, we went back to Ghana. And then, I kind of like, well, fast forward you a little bit to school, to Motown, Achimota,
Mm,
where I was struggling with my classes,
mm,
struggling because, your parents pick certain subjects for you.
mm.
And they had picked physics, chemistry, and biology because my dad wanted me to become a doctor. So the
Oh,
pressure was on. I was struggling. The pressure was on. That was not my passion. It wasn't my area of interest.
mm,
And here comes this chemistry teacher of mine, Mr. Ofair,
mm,
who taught me how to make the beauty products because he saw me, I was failing his class. And he said, go and get some old toothbrushes, some wax, meet me back at the lab, and let's mix these products and we'll make, some beauty products. And I was excited. That was the first time excited about something. And after we did, he presented me as a cosmetologist.
mm.
And my heart swelled with pride because I was like, oh my God, that's what I want
Oh,
to become.
wow.
That's what I'm supposed to be and
Mm,
do. It's like he all but opened the door or
mm,
opened the window to my soul's desire, my heart, my destiny.
mm.
And I told my dad I was, he said, that's not what you're going to do. He said, you're not going to go into the business. You're not going to go anything with hair. If you do, I used to hear, I'll disown you so many times. If you do, I'll disown you. He would just get angry and, say stuff like that. So I felt unsupported. I felt like nobody was supporting my decision or nobody understood what I
Wow.
was meant to be and meant to do. And coupled with that, my father was, my father and mother were married. We
Mm,
lived in Legon, and everybody saw, when people want to see from the outside in, they see what they want to see.
mm,
But it was
mm.
also very turbulent because my father, whenever he got angry, I mean, it was a lot, he would hit. He would hit, he would get angry, he would hit. And I believe that we learn what we're taught as we're growing. We learn from our parents and their parents.
Mm,
So things are passed on, and it's only all they know.
mm, mm.
And they call it discipline. But for me, discipline is a correction that's done within reason.
Mm.
So if it's spanking, then it's spanking. But when it gets to slapping, hitting, then that is no longer discipline. And I
Wow.
endured a lot of such things because, it was, you haven't done the chores, you haven't done this. It was something, minor, I consider minor, because it's a lot for a young child to do all the 13, 14 years old, clean and cook and fend for the fam, do all that stuff. That is a lot to expect of a child. But I was expected to do the laundry, clean the house, and wash the clothes and cook the meals. We didn't have a maid. Most people had maids doing this.
You were a
But
child of a diplomat. I mean, that's,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
but my mother was a diplomat. And my
Okay.
father actually worked for the United Nations. It wasn't until I was 16, 17 that he got that appointment and we left, we left the country and left the country.
Mhm.
But that being said, there's so many young children who are going through this right now.
Mm.
They have to go and sell bread or do whatever, before they go to school. And it's a lot on a child. But I will say one thing. I credit that and I take that for helping shape and mold me to who I am, because I am a hard worker.
Mm.
I it's like whatever I'm given, whatever task I'm given, I'm able to achieve it and it
Mm.
quickly. So when I work with people and my staff, they look at me and I'm like, I can't stand people idle, stand around, talk about things, don't get it done, because I've been pushed to be a doer and I
Right.
am a doer.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that is what helped me through my business, is that kind of high pressure. Get done, get this done, get that done.
Wow.
Somebody's asking, at
Just
what
a
year were
question
you in
for you.
Legon?
Yes.
Well, I graduated 86. Well, no, actually, we were in Legon from about 1980 to about 1986. So we
Okay.
were in East Legon.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
So that person was asking that
Yes.
question.
Yes. That's
They
one
must
of
have lived there
our
too.
producers. Yes. Thank you for that answer. I'm sure he's going to let us know something soon. Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. So when my teacher poured this into me, it
Mm.
stayed with me. You
Mm.
know, it stayed. It was like something that was incubating.
Right.
Beauty product. It was incubating, was marinating. So we end up going to school overseas in London, going to boarding school because my dad left to go work in India for
Mm.
his appointment.
Mm-hmm.
And when he left, they sent us to my son's boarding school in England because
Mm.
they love the British school
System. Right.
system. End up in the UK. Um, once again, I'm taking these science subjects, failing, struggling. And my aunt was like, you know what? I was a nurse. Maybe you should go into that field. My uncle was like, I was a lawyer. I was an attorney. Maybe you should go into that field. So I end up going to law school or
Wow.
studying. It was like, we didn't talk about it.
Pre-law.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
I went to do like a pre-law course for 1 year.
Wow.
For 1 year. And that kind of pushed me, there was at that time that I met my husband,
Mm.
who also, by the way, I ended up leaving that and then going into nursing school
Wow.
and began nursing school. Yes, began nursing school in July of 89. Zoe, I did not know what I was doing. When they asked me why I want to become a nurse, I just said it's because I want to help people. But I knew deep down that
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 was
wasn't what I
it.
was called to do.
Mm.
I was miserable. And in England, I mean, we're emptying bedpans, we're doing bed bath. You are a nurse, as in you wear the nurse hat, you wear the
Mm.
dress. Not like nowadays when people, here in the US, people wear scrubs and,
Right. It's
you are
free.
a nurse
Yes.
nurse. Yes,
Wow.
you are a bedside nurse.
And you hated.
So it was hard work, very hard work. And I always knew that I wanted to create the products. So fortunately for me, I had sent some information out to different hospitals here in the US and received a letter from Bon Secours Hospital here in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
And that was amazing because Bon Secours was offering to bring me here to the United States to work, and they were basically going to take care of everything. And that's how I ended up moving from England to here through Bon Secours. And especially at that time, my husband was here as well.
Mm-hmm.
He had actually, moved here prior and was in Virginia. So it's like everything worked out divine way. So I'm working at Bon Secours. Ooh, it's a tough hospital. Difficult. I
Oh
mean, we
God.
these HIV patients. You've got,
Oh,
you go on the floor and you've got. It's like intense work. But I did it. I braved it. I did it. I had my first son. I had my second son, and by then I was so disillusioned and unhappy within. Like people couldn't understand that
mm,
I had a husband, a beautiful home, two beautiful children, but I was not happy. I
you
wasn't
were
satisfied.
happy.
So I
Wow.
prayed, I visualized, meditated, and we ended up in Florida. We ended up moving to Florida. Oh my God, this is it. Florida is where I want to be. So we ended up moving, and I got there, and Zoe, I was miserable. That was
Wow.
not it.
Still.
Yes, yes, because see, when you are unhappy inside from
Okay.
within, and you
Mm,
think geography is going to change that, you can move to Miami, you can move to Atlanta, you can move to LA, but guess who you take with you? You. So
wow.
you can be put anywhere, and if there's misery inside, you will never, ever, ever be happy.
Wow. Oh,
So I had taken me to a sunny place, but I was still
still
unhappy.
dark inside. Mm,
Yes, because that passion was unfulfilled. I was unhappy inside because that passion. That's why I tell people that they think that, oh, if if I'm not happy in my marriage, but let him, or my boyfriend, let him have maybe a new bag, maybe a new shoe, maybe a new this. You can get all those things,
and it was
but
still
you're
not.
still unfulfilled inside. You don't have joy. You don't have peace. And
Mm,
that's what you need. You need to
wow.
find your passion and your purpose to achieve these things.
Mm,
So we get to Florida, and once that house with the swimming pool, the kids are happy. I ended up having my third child, my daughter. Love her to death. Love all of them, but love her to death because she helps me heal. And by the time Abby was born, I would go and hide in the closet and just cry when my husband went to work. I would just cry when the kids were napping. I would get in the closet. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm here. Why do I just feel this sad feeling? Bearing in mind that I was only working 2 days a week, some days 1 day a month. I would take them, go shopping, go here. That's what I said. When the misery and unhappiness is in you, geography will not change anything. So I prayed, I cajoled, and finally we sold our home there and then moved back to Baltimore. And once we moved back, I was like, okay, now I have a plan. I am getting out of nursing. I am leaving nursing.
how many years had that been at this point?
We lived in Florida for 3 years, but I was in my, I was about 33, 34, 30, yeah,
Wow.
30. Because I made a change. When I turned 35 is when I left. I left nursing at
Completely.
35. I had my first son because
Wow.
I had been, this is not something that happened instantly. I had been marinating in it for so long, and I knew I
Mm,
needed to make a change. But
wow.
when we moved back, I was driving to work one day, and I said, God, help me, show me. Let me tell you, people that are listening, if you're going through something, Zoe,
Mm,
what do we say? God, help me, right?
yes.
We have to ask him for help. So I said it. I said, God, help me. And a sermon came on the radio, and the pastor that was preaching said, change your focus to change your future. And so when I went into work that day, I said, God, if you upset me, then it means I need to leave nursing. I got there, a doctor
Wow.
came. Yes, I made a, when you make that promise, you have to fulfill it. You have to fulfill it. When I got there, I had prayed. I said, God, give me a sign. And when I got there, one of the doctors came, he slammed a chart on the counter, and I said, that's it. That is my sign to leave. He helped me.
You you just needed anything.
I needed something. I was like, somebody, please. Because, it's like you're asking for help. No one
Wow.
is hearing you, but you have to get to that point within you where you are resolute.
Mm.
Watching right now who's contemplating leaving a marriage and doesn't know what to do. There's somebody right now who is watching and wants to leave a job and doesn't know what to do. There's somebody right now who is struggling with an issue and doesn't know what to do. And all you do is say, God, help me. And when
God
he
help.
gives you the sign, you have to follow through. You
Oh my.
can't sit and say, oh,
Mm.
maybe something else. No, you said, God, help me. So he's giving you a sign. So move.
Wow.
Move. Don't question it. I handed in my resignation that day. Yes,
Wow.
I wrote my resignation. I went and put it in my nurse manager's behold. And when I left St. Agnes Hospital, it felt like the sky was bright. The sun was shining. Like it's like it had lifted off of me. That burden that week, I was free. I was free. I was free. And let me tell you, I like Diana Ross says, I'm coming out in my car. I'm coming out.
And you were
I want
dancing?
the world
Really?
to know. Yes, because I was
No.
coming out. It was my coming
Wow.
out. It was my coming out. I was so relieved. I started looking for locations to have a salon. I would drive up and down. I would go to the bank. The bank was denying me loans. Nobody wanted to lease to me. But one of the things I tell people is once you prayed, you find your passion, then you have to be persistent and diligent because you're going to hear no's. You're going to hear the door slam because now the challenge is, do you really want this? Do you really want to pursue this? And you have to be persistent. So I kept calling and calling until finally I got and found a location. And when
Wow.
I found that location
Real
and the
quick.
realtor, the
Guys, real quick, Cindy, let me do this because
yes,
I see we have a guys because Cindy has a spa and we wanted to do some giveaways, but I wanted to like infuse a question first, and whoever answers it first, you get the first certificate, right? Gift certificate. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do it that way. That's what we're gonna do. So one of
okay.
the questions is this: since we're Africans, let's do this. What is and please, producers, if you can help me put the question in the comment section. What item or what is that thing that is referred to as the white gold of Egypt? That's the first question for the first giveaway. What is referred to as the white gold of Egypt? Okay, we're waiting for the first person to put the answer in the comment section and go. We're at the really good point
Okay.
now. Yes.
Okay. Perfect. That. I can't answer that question, but somebody will.
Somebody will. With
Yeah.
Google's help,
So
hopefully.
I found the place,
Mm,
and when the lady was showing me, she took me in. Her name was Trisha. She was so awesome. When
mm,
she took me into the location, first of all, the address was 1299 Owings Mills Boulevard. The suite number was 111, which I call one for the Father, one for the Son.
one for the Holy
When she
Spirit.
opened the door and she showed me the back area where you turn the lights on every morning, the code, it was like a trip switch, right?
Mhm.
So I had to turn the trip switch on, and the number was 2469. My birthday is 2469.
No way.
Yes, my birthday is the 4th of February, 1969. So, see, God had aligned everything perfectly. He was waiting. And what it is he's waiting. People say, oh, I'm waiting on the Lord. I'm waiting on, well, honey, while you're waiting on him, he's waiting on you. So that place had been vacant for about 15, 60 years. And it was an old hair cuttery training facility, but it was waiting for me.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. That was my first location, Shades of You. I ran it, and I experienced, you're learning as a business owner, because I don't have an MBA. I've never been to business school. So I ran it, and I had challenges. I had turnover, which, my stylists would come, they would go, come and go, come and go. I was having all this going on, and finally got to a point where I had no one there except one girl. And that was in 2007, beginning of 2007. And I remember a friend asked me, why did you start this business? Because I was telling my friend, Jonathan, I said, Jonathan, I hope so many people, they leave and they burn me, they leave. And here I am with this salon, and it's like only one girl left. And I don't know why my business is not succeeding. And he said, what is your purpose? What's your intention? Why did you open this business? And all of a sudden, I remembered my chemistry teacher. I remembered the beauty products. I remembered that was my desire. That was what was in me. And I said, God, what should I do? Because that's how I talked to him. I said, Dad, God, should I talk to him like a regular human being? And I heard the words, you weren't afraid to leave nursing to start the salon. Therefore, you shouldn't be afraid to take the next step to create the products. Woo!
Wow.
Yes. So in 2007, that's when I had old formula and writing stuff for years in my journal, and reached out to a contract manufacturer because I don't mix anything myself. I need a facility. And when I connected with them, they started the process. We got everything together, and they said, you know what, Miss Cindy, you told us everything but one thing. What's the name? And I said, Diva. And they said, Diva. And I said, Diva by Cindy. And they said, really, why? And I said, because Diva stands for divine, virtuous, and anointed. That is a journey. That is my journey of having that divine inspiration, being to carry it out, and finally getting it. And when the products were created, it's like the salon staff came. I got new staff, but that place fulfilled its purpose and assignment in me. See, that location with the turnover and all the bad things was for purpose. And it was, yes, that's what it was. So people don't understand, when you're going through adversity, you overcome that, and you shouldn't be bitter. It should make you better. And it should lead you to the next. We are not without challenges, not without obstacles. We all face them. One of the things that I began to do when I had the salon in Owings Mills was we began transporting homeless women and victims of domestic violence, or women who have been abused, to the location to pour into them. Why? Because my pain became my purpose in helping them with what I had been through with molestation and abuse. Then it was my turn to give back to someone else, because that's what we have to do. Use that pain to propel us to our purpose. So that's what I began to do. So we go, products are now created, right? And we began putting them in different stores. I had women buying wholesale, selling. We ended up getting into, fast forward, we ended up getting into some of the grocery store chains. And in somewhere in 2017, I had the urge, because I have a profound prophetic seer's gift. That's one of the things a lot of people in the community don't know about me.
I love this show. Can I just say, we never go looking, we just pray. We would never have known you have that. We don't know. This show is amazing, guys. Did you hear that? She has a prophetic seer's gift.
Yes.
And we
yes. And I will share with you, the prophetic is for the edification,
Mm.
exhortation, and of God's people. So if somebody tells you something and it doesn't resound with you, then it means that it is not from God. Because anything God wants you to hear, if he uses somebody to bring you that message, it should come from. So going back to that, I had the urge, I kept hearing to go and pick up flyers from this flyer. Zoe,
What?
your blessing is tied to your obedience. So when you hear God say, pick up the phone and call somebody, do it. If you don't do it and you question, it won't lead you to what you need. So I called this guy to pick up my flyers. I went there, picked up the flyers, and he said, hey, Margie, I'm on Margie's show tomorrow, y'all. Margie just popped in. I'm
I
on
love it.
Margie's show. Hey, Margie. Mwah, 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 mwah. So,
This woman is full of
so
like,
I'm
by
on
the
her show on
way,
Thursday, actually, Thursday.
Cindy,
So
by the way, let me
I
just say
went.
congratulations to Jane. Jane is our first winner. Yeah.
Yes, Jane.
Yay! Second question coming up. Second question is this. In what country can you find the Kalahari Desert? Ding. Let's go. All right, let's move.
Okay. So I went to pick up my flyers from Harry. When I got there, Harry said, oh, Miss Cindy, this is another flyer. He said, I'm in a hurry to go to the airport because there's a meeting. I said, no. Give me that flyer. So he gave me that flyer. And I said, what is this? He said, the airport is looking to do business with small business, minority business. I said, give me that. So out of caring just to go pick up my flyers. Now you see what I've got now. So I went. It was in the evening, and it was October 2017. I get there, and there's a long line. There were 60 people there. And there was a guy who was just ushering everybody. Yeah, you go here, you go here, you go here. And guess what? When he saw me, he said, oh, Miss Cindy. This is how he talked. Miss Cindy, there's 60 people here, and they're only taking 4. And I said, oh, really? Because he thought by telling me there were 60 people, I would be discouraged, right? But when he said they're only taking 4, what he didn't know was he clued me in, because my birthday's on the 4th of February. So when God gives me the number 4 in any situation, he always tells me, this is for you, and putting things in order. I said, you just gave me the clue that I'm supposed to be. He's ushering everybody, go here, go here, go here. When it came to me, guess what he did? He sent everybody there were Black panelists there. He sent them. When it got to me, he sent me to the lady, thinking that when I go in front of her, I won't be able to explain myself or articulate or he didn't know he was setting me up to go up. I get there. I had my PowerPoint presentation, my products in hand. I reached out to her and I said, hi, my name is Cindy. She said, my name is Cindy too. I was like, woo! She said, we're going to get along just great. We began talking and said, why do you think your products belong in the airport? And I said, with all due respect, Black women especially get to airports and products are thrown away. You shave your conditioner, they toss it away. But the airport needs full-size products. You know, we can't all use those little small travel sizes. The air needs a store that has the full-size products so people can get their products. So they were like, and I said, when they come through the airport, Diva by Cindy is going to be on the other side of the wall after TSA throws their stuff. And, you know, we're going to replenish what they've lost. Do you know, I mentioned to you, life and death is in the power of the tongue. What you speak, you become. Words create worlds. Words create worlds. And I'm going to say it again. Words create worlds. So when I said we were going to be on the other side of the wall, guess what happened? We ended up on the other side of the wall. Right after TSA, you crossed through and we were right there. So this store, I still have pictures, video, everything. It was everything. I was next to Body Shop. I had Pandora.
Mm.
There was Pink, Swartsky. Like I was, and then of course the food court was across from me. When I say God put me and positioned me in the right place, it was front and center. And of course, everything was pink, decked out, and people coming through TSM like, "Hi, woohoo! Come over
Come here.
here." Yes. And they would come, they would buy products, they were buying my book. I mean, it was like busy, 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 busy. But Zoe, I hired
Wow.
people and I found myself working the bulk of the shifts with the call outs and the this and the that. And
Mm.
airports, people don't understand. When you have a store in the airport, you open at 4:30 a.m.
Mm.
and close at 11, and you have to
Wow.
be open 7 days a week.
Wait.
Yes, people don't know this because airports are round the
They're
clock, 24
busy.
hours. Like,
Yes.
yeah, planes are coming in and out. So one day I'm on my way to the airport to work, and I have been working 7 days straight.
Mm.
That year, I didn't see my family much. My daughter went to college. I wasn't even able to go with her. My husband had to take her because she went to NYU in New York, and I
Right.
couldn't go because I was so busy working. And I'm here to tell everybody this, that what profited a man to gain the whole world and yet lose his own soul? Because I was thinking, like when I say cash money, I always had cash in my register. I could buy whatever I want, but guess what? I couldn't even go to the store to buy it because I wake up, go to sleep, wake up, go to work. It's like that cycle.
And your mom's
And on
situation
my
with
way to work one
family,
day,
it
I'm
was
on.
affected.
Yes, yes. No
Wow.
time to enjoy. And I remember one morning I'm headed in and I started throwing up. I was so sick because I was drained. I looked and I vomited blood
Mm.
because I perforated an ulcer because I kept going, going, going. My mind was numb. I was just like a walking dead, just going in and then coming home, showering, sleeping, going back. And I looked and I was vomiting blood. And I said, I found myself that day. I had to call out and had somebody take over. I found myself at my cousin's place. I slept the whole day. And that's when I was faced with a decision at what do you do? And I prayed and I said, God, I need you. I need you to
To help.
tell me what to do because I'm so tired. I'm
Wow.
making oodles of money. And that time too, I had distribution from the grocery store. So orders are coming in. I had local suppliers who wanted my product. And I'm like, we don't even have enough for ourselves because the airport was just burning my inventory. And I had a whole
Wow.
warehouse unit to myself there. So it was stressful, profitable, like over the stress. And so I said, God, show me what I need to do. And I remember praying. I said, God, just help me. And so when I went back, within about 3 months or so, I got an email, and the email said that they were going to reclaim the unit. They were taking the
Mm.
unit back from me,
Wow.
and I was shocked. But remember, I prayed for help, right?
Great.
So
Wow.
now,
That was the help. God
now
just
the
took it
help.
back.
But I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, God, you're taking me from the airport. Like, I'm here, finally position myself so my brand can own and people can know my product. But now you're taking me. I said, God, what do you want me to do? And guess what I heard? Let go. It's like, okay, let go. So in February of 2018, I left the airport. I let everybody, all the people that were working for me, I had like 4 or 5 people working for me. I let everybody go.
Mhm.
And February, I just came home. March, April, I had surgery on the ulcer that I've been going
Wow.
through. So April, I had surgery, and of course, when I had surgery, oh, somebody wants to know about the relationship with my daughter. Honey, my daughter and I BFFs. That's my ride or die. She's my BFF, my best friend. So I came home and in April had surgery for the ulcers, right? Yes, it was a call to rest. And I'm sitting there for the first time. I can hear clear, like quiet, because airports are very
Very
They're
noisy.
announcing flights. You can, that's all that had been in my space.
You were just
But for the
buzzing.
first time, it's
Wow.
quiet. I can eat and I can hear the birds outside.
Wow.
And I said, God, why did you put me in the airport and take me out? And I heard the words automatic, automate, automatic, automate. I said, God, show me. And I had explained earlier that my gifting is in the prophetic. I'm a seer. So I said, God, show me. And I saw clear, like it was like 3D, a vending machine, and it was spinning. I was like, because I'm by myself. I'm like, you took me out because you wanted me to create a machine, the vending machine, and put the products in. So in 2018, Zoe, I Googled natural hair care vending machine. There was nothing. By the time I created the machine, took it back to the airport. Now, when you Google first natural hair care vending machine, my name is in the
Your name
searches.
is like right at the top.
I'm
I
in
love this
Wikipedia,
story.
boo-boo. I'm in Wikipedia. I made Black history as the first Black woman to create.
Hey, let's qualify that. The first
and launch it in the
Ghanaian
airport.
woman. Wow.
Yes, Ghanaian woman. And it's still in the airport. We have one on the military base, which is franchised. And this is all because of God. You know, he just blessed me so much. And in 2020, what I've always desired to do is opening a healing day spa. He made that happen.
Wow. Cindy, real
in the
quick,
most amazing way.
real quick, let me give them another. Hey, oh my God, there's
Yes.
so many of you here. I haven't even had the chance to say good morning. Akosia Asante, I see you. Baba Forsen, oh my God. Pastor Teresa, I see you. Our griot mother, Amelia Ferguson, we are so glad you woke up for us. Oh my God. Bandiba is here. I'm greeting you, Juliet. I'm greeting you. I'm greeting everybody. There's so many of you. I don't even know where to begin or start. Pastor Annette, I see you. Of course, Margie is here. I see you. Guys, I see all of you and I'm greeting you. Third question of the day is, what is the biggest lake in West Africa? What is the biggest lake in West Africa? By the way, congratulations to our first two winners. I believe that was Jane and producer, please help me. We had our second winner. I think it's Baba Forsen. Thank you so much. She won. She was a second prize winner. We're going to, contact you after the show and give you your gift certificate and stuff like that. But yeah, wow. All right. We're waiting for the third winner. All right. So now we're moving forward. You're talking about the spa now.
Yes. So in 2020, I kept hearing the same voice because I tell everybody the Holy Spirit lives in each and every one of us. So it means God lives within us. That's when people say, I heard from God. People are thinking he's external. Yes, he's external, but he's also internal. So I kept hearing, start the process with getting a location. Because 10 years prior, I had tried to get a location, went to settlement, and the deal fell through.
Wow.
So I think somebody put the answer there.
Yes, cafe. Woo! I love it. She is our third winner.
Woo-hoo! Yes.
Love this. All right, let's go.
Yeah, so I started the process again in January. I found a place. It wasn't until July, August, I found the place. And it was everything that I desired. I wanted a place that was a house that was known for commercial. I wanted it to be private and quiet so that women could come and exhale, when they come through the doors, because we carry so many burdens. I wanted it to have a lot of area to maneuver. So he gave me a place, 15212 Hanover Pike, which is a house zoned for commercial. It's on an acre of property. And guess how many lots it has? How many lots I purchased? 4 lots.
I was going to say 4.
Four. I have 4 treatment rooms. Okay. The outside of the house is white. There was pink carpet upstairs in one of the bedrooms because my brand colors were pink, white, and gold. So everything was waiting for me. And when I got there was a butterfly bush, a bush there with butterflies all over it. And my book, Metamorphosis, Your Passion, Purpose, Finding You, had already been written before I saw that bush. Because people call me Metamorphosis mentor. That's what I do. Help people find their way to their calling, to their destiny. I help them cross over. So that bush was sitting there with the butterflies, and I was like, God, you are giving me a sign that this is it.
Wow, you so look for the signs.
Yes, you have to listen because he's speaking all the time. Look, when Moses got to the burning bush, God did not yell, Moses.
No. I think that's what happened, though.
People are like, they're thinking that God is going to yell at them, right? That he's going to shout. But it's subtle. It's music. It's the wind. It's a bird. It's another human being. It's a page in a book. It's a word. He's talking. It's me, number, and he's talking to you all the time. So I ended up there, and one day I went to pick up. I had a hanging plant. I went to get my hanging plant, and I looked, and there were 4 blue eggs in the hanging plant.
You're done.
And I kept hearing, this is where you're meant to be. So it's like he just made sure that everything was where it was supposed to be. Our prayers are always answered. Sometimes no, or not now. And then other times yes.
Wow.
So I'm just over the top, over the moon about the way God has directed my life, because I couldn't do anything without him.
Wow. Let me answer that question real quick. The clarification. We're going to go with the natural, man-made lake. Let's go with the natural lake. Natural lake. Let's do natural lake. I'm so confused right now. And to answer your question, Juliet, unfortunately not, because these the gift certificates, you have to go into the spa. So we are hoping that the people that live in the DMV area, and of course in the UK, you can go into www.divacindy.com, and at checkout you can put the code in there, Diva, and you can get a $5 discount. So that's where we're gonna go with that. So sorry, Juliet. I really wish you could win something.
But guess what, Zoe? People still. I have 2 ladies in England right now that reach out to me for healing sessions. So she can always get sessions over the phone, because the Holy Spirit has no boundary. God could reach us anywhere. So there are people who can always, if they're somewhere else in another country, and make contact via phone, we can always have a healing session over the phone.
Yeah. Also, if you win, you can, and you have family in America, it could be a gift to them too, a gift that gives. So yeah, you can win and give it to a family friend, a sister, and all that, right? Yes. Our producer says, what is West Africa's biggest natural lake? We're going to go with that. And so now we're waiting for the third answer. And I believe Tanduwe is right out of the gate. I'm going to wait for Big Sis Elsie to tell us if that is the right answer. All right, let's go.
Yeah, so Zoe, what I was saying is, I'm in a place of peace.
Finally, yes. Wow.
Yes. Wow. I have joy because I'm fulfilling my assignment. But it's never over. See, we think in life, when things are good and all is well, then that's well with God. But he wants us to keep doing.
Yes, he does.
Keep the work going.
Yes.
Keep progressing. Keep moving. Keep helping others. Keep uplifting others. Keep touching others. Because if you say you love God who you have not seen, yet you love not your brother who you see, then you can't love him.
Yes.
So we have to continue doing the work. So I'm in that place right now, continuing to do the work.
Wow. What this story is, I feel like there is so much more meat in there, but the way you just told that whole story in Oh my good God. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. We have a winner. Yeah. I love it.
Yes. Woo
Doris
woo.
is our auntie. We think, oh wow, I am so excited about that. I cannot wait for you to have a good spa day. Wow. Last question. Actually, we have two more questions because we have a grand prize winner, right? The last question is let's see. Actually, second question is here we go. In the middle of which country is Timbuktu? I thought I would make this one a little
Oh my gosh. I hope they're going to get it.
in the middle of what country in Africa is Timbuktu? Yay!
They're getting it.
All right.
Absolutely.
Wow, we got so many pointers from you today. Thank you. You talked about purpose. You talked about listening to God. You talked about also one of the biggest things I thought we should touch on very quickly is the issue of parents, especially African parents,
Oh my
who
God.
say you have to be this, you have to do this. And so I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm not trying to date you at all, but I'm thinking, you know, you could have gotten here so much faster if you had just known, or if your
Yes.
parents
Yes.
had just kind of said, sure, you want to be a cosmetologist. And back in the day, cosmetologist, are you a joke?
Yes. Yes.
What the who is
Oh,
that?
Zoe. Do
Oh
you
my
know I tell people, when I talk to my children, I tell them that that's my biggest regret is
mm,
not doing it sooner, because
mm,
I didn't leave nursing until I was 35.
oh,
And
God.
so 35, now you're trying to push. Any business takes about 5 years,
Mm,
sometimes 5 to 10 to really establish. But having my 20s, my
where you
time
had
of
more
great
energy.
energy,
Yes.
great energy. But I will share this with you, that I look at nursing as helping me
Mm,
with this, because I've gone from healthcare
mm,
to hair care, healing in a
wow.
different way. So I've taken all those skills that I had from being a nurse, and
Mm,
now I use those skills in my day spa and healing center. My
mm,
listening skills, my skills of observation. Somebody comes and they say, oh, I'm diabetic. I know that I have to make sure that I'm watching and observing, and they've eaten something, and they've checked their blood sugar before they get in the sauna, before they get in the hot tub. It's like I'm using
you're
all of those
doing all
skills.
of
Yes.
that. So God never wastes anything. Even when
He doesn't waste it.
we took a detour, He does not waste.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. But when
He
he's
does not
speaking to
regret.
you, you
Yes.
have to listen and move. I know so many people say, oh, I want to leave what I'm doing. I'm not happy. And they continue to complain.
Mm,
Get out of the complaining mode
yes.
and
And
begin to do. And you're saying, well, how do I do when I'm working a full-time job, but I desire to bake cakes, or I desire to be a caterer, or I desire to own a restaurant? Well,
mm,
it starts with you writing it. Habakkuk 2:2 says, write your vision and make it plain. So
mm,
you write your vision, you write what your desires are, you begin to speak, and then it begins to manifest. Because when you say, God, show me what I need to do, and He
you
tells you,
will.
call Cindy or call Zoe or call whoever, or do this, do that. Do it and stop questioning. A lot of people get in their head, am I sure? What's what? Your doubt is going to hold you up.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
have to follow through, follow up and follow through when you hear
Wow.
it, and finish the assignment,
Mm. You're
because we're here
speaking
on
to me.
assignment.
Wow.
What have you done with your life? What are you doing with your life? It's not all eating and partying like we want to, working that 9 to 5, and then Saturday is party time or
Go
whatever
to
it is.
church on
Do
Sunday.
something with your life. God created
Yes.
us for purpose.
Mm,
God is our creator. He created us in His own image. Therefore, we are co-creators with Him. So we
mm.
came here to create.
Wow.
Either you're creating an invention, or you're writing a book, or you're creating a program, or you're creating a product. You're doing something. Be productive. Busyness is not always being productive. Because
True.
people say, "Oh, I'm busy. I'm busy. Busy doing what?
Yeah.
Busy
And
doing what?
honestly,
Busy about nothing."
about nothing. And honestly, especially if you're praying, sometimes the worst of the situations might actually be the time that God is also kicking you in the butt a little bit and telling you it's time to move. Like it's happening in my situation at the moment, or it
Yeah.
started happening a couple of months ago when God is like, all right, you know what? I know if I leave you here, you're too comfortable. You're never going to move, which is true because,
Yeah.
that's some of us are just like that. Eventually, he just creates a situation that makes you have to get out of that
Yes.
situation. And it's a little
Yes.
rough. It's a little
Yeah.
uncertain. Oh, there's so many days where your heart is just going, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? But like Cindy said, with much prayer and attentive listening and obedience, of course, eventually you will get there. And so, to all of us, myself included, if you find yourself in that place where it's like, like you're in a mummy truck, and it's just tumbling and it's a lot of crying and a lot of praying, let me tell you, we're all sitting here looking pretty, but there's a lot going on, and we come out victorious when the time is right, as long as you're listening. This story is so powerful. There's so many things in there. Again, I really want to reiterate, please, those of us that are parents, listen to your children. Listen, look out for their talents and
Gifts.
their gifts. I cannot thank my father enough, because he is one of the parents in my life who never, not one time did he say to me, you have to be this.
Yeah.
In fact, when he noticed that I love to read, what he proceeded to do was create a library for me and motivate me to read, and so on and so forth. Please, parents, it is so imperative. This is how Ghana will move forward. It is how Africa will move forward.
Move
It is how
forward.
the kingdom of God will move forward. It is how we will move forward. Listen to the gifts and talents, because we all come here on this earth already packaged. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to do the last question, which is a little bit of a doozy. This is the grand prize, okay? Okay, here, listen to this. If you set off on a safari trip from Nairobi to the Masai Mara Game Reserve, which country would you be in? Should I say that again? If you set off in a safari or on a safari trip from Nairobi to the Masai Mara Game Reserve, which country would you be in? This is a doozy. It's a doozy. I love this. So 1 hour, 7 minutes in. Oh my God, guys, thank you for hanging in there with us. I
Yes.
see a lot of comment and I cannot even.
I hope there are questions, Zoe.
Say that again.
Are there any questions?
But yeah, I'm gonna look. It's the comments are like flying. So let me see. Let's see. Okay.
That's right.
Actually, Pastor Teresa says Kenya. We're gonna wait for a double check. It is, but yeah, we're gonna. And of course, Baba says that. Akusha says Tanzania. Oh, someone said Greece. By the way, Sharon Bakers, congratulations. You were the fourth winner. And so now we are on the grand prize winner.
Beautiful.
We're going to wait for Big Sis Elsie to come on. And so Cindy's asking if anyone has any
questions
for her. This story, I love this platform, not only because we are the creators of it, but because our audience is so active. I want to just appreciate each and every one of you. You're so active, you're encouraging, and you're always just in the story. And we get so involved in it, and we come here to just have fun and educate ourselves. So if there are any questions at all, I think Cindy is ready to answer them. I want to believe there are no questions because we have a smart audience, okay? They just pick it up and soak it in like that.
Yes.
She said, Madam Quiz Mistress, answer your own question. If Kenya is the right answer, then Teresa Tawiah is the winner, she said.
You want to hear something, Zoe?
Yes.
That's actually my maiden name.
Teresa?
Lai, the last name.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That I can't. Oh,
So
wow.
I guess I'm rooting for her. I'm
You know
rooting
what?
for her.
We have made this is actually it, as a quiz mistress, it is Kenya. It really is Kenya. So yes, Pastor Teresa, our Mother General, our MG, who also celebrated her 50th birthday. Just
Wow.
a couple of days ago. We celebrate you. Thank you so much. This woman is a mighty woman. She has helped me in so many ways. I cannot even tell you. Pastor
Oh.
Teresa, you are our grand prize winner. And also, this is your happy birthday gift. Yeah,
Woo!
I love it. And she says that you are an inspiration. Um, Vandy
Thank
says, I love it
you.
here. This is kingdom business. In
Yes, it
some
is
way,
kingdom
well done,
business.
producers. Thank you. I truly appreciate all of you for coming out. And we're going to try to sign off now. It's so funny because you're here talking about, the story, the trajectory of the story starts with, what you were born to do versus what your parents want you to do.
To
Now,
do.
next week, we're going to have, funny enough, I believe you guys are related. We're going to have our very own Uncle Fisho's wife, Belinda, coming through. And
Yes.
she's going to
Oh,
be talking.
beautiful.
I cannot wait. She's going to be talking about her new book, what I want to do when I grow up, or when I grow up. It's going to be amazing on Author's Corner. You do not want to miss it. This fantastic, also another amazing woman of God coming through to talk about her book. You will not want to miss that. Okay, I feel like I'm like all up in your family now, like I'm like all up in there, and just a family of
She
diplomats.
is an awesome, awesome woman.
Wow.
And that ties in beautifully.
Yes, yes, yes. It ties in so beautifully.
Yes.
Cindy, we
Yes.
always like to give our guest the last say. So if you had to encapsulate all of this, that all of the story we've shared and all the fun we had, and you want to just put it like in one sentence, and so we can go home and like chew on it, what will it be?
I guess it's like multiple things
Mm,
that I'm feeling I'm hearing to bring
mm,
together. And one of them is oftentimes we question God and ask, why me when bad things happen?
that's
And
me.
the answer is,
Always that
yes, the answer is, why not you?
question.
Or why do bad things happen to good people?
Mm,
But he always uses and turns around the bad for our good.
yes. Mhm.
And people often think, when I say about my mother not there, man's rejection is God's protection.
Mm,
Sometimes we experience rejection in different ways, but God is protecting you, or he's moving and building you for something else.
yeah.
See, had my mother been there when I had my children, I'd be crying out, I need my mom, I need my mom. Because I didn't have that, I had to tough it up
Mm,
and pour into my children.
mm,
And I now look back, I have an investment banker who's not a real estate investor. I have
mm,
an attorney, and my
mm,
daughter's a musician and an artist in New York. I cannot take any
mm,
of that away because it made me a better mommy, a better parent, a
mm.
better grandparent. I got two grandbabies who love me to death.
Wow.
Yes, one is little, but the 1-year-old, she knows her Gigi loves her, and she
Mm.
just won her first beauty pageant. And guess what? She was contestant number 4 in the beauty
I
pageant.
love this number that you.
So yeah. So what your parents didn't give you, or what our parents didn't give us,
Mm,
you have to change it to the next generation.
and change the
And
story.
do things for other people. Be conscious or cognizant of the
Mm,
fact that your pain becomes your purpose. So if you've been homeless
mm,
before and you see someone on the street, don't forget where you came from. We should
mm,
never be too haughty, too arrogant, too big to be able to take care of others who are in need. Because,
mm,
like I said, if you say you love God whom you have not seen, and you have your brother and you deny him
mm.
or do not help him, then guess what? You do not love God. And
Wow.
that final thing, you know that song? There's a song that says, "What if God was one of us?
What if?
Just a stranger." Yes. What if he was? And he is. Because the Holy Spirit dwells in each and every one of us.
Mm, mm. Wow.
So we have to help each other, uplift each other, pour into each other.
From the pain
And what
into
about somebody upsets you? That's
mm,
fine. You let them know. And not everyone is healthy to have a front row seat in your life. So
mm,
sometimes you pull away from
yes.
toxicity. But you
Wow.
have to bless them on their way
Mm.
and forgive them and forgive
And
you.
move, and then move on. Thank you.
Yes.
Yo, she came for all of us today. I know you came for me. I know you reached out just for me because you see, this God is so strategic. I needed to hear your story in order to move me forward. And now I also know no matter what's going on, as long as I am hearing God, He's there. And now I know there's a few people I need to call. There's a few, so thank you for sharing your story. And our producer says Cindy needs to come back on TMYS Author's Corner. And so, with that, can we please say to you, find her book, okay, on Amazon. It's definitely going to be on Book Nook also eventually. So find her there, okay, in like all places where books are sold. Please,
Yes. And I have my it on my website too, the
on her
physical
website
copies
too.
too.
Yes, yes. And if you're in the DMV area, please check her out. I cannot wait. I'm thinking I need that 5-hour drive to just go check out that spa. Okay.
You better. We have people coming as far as Texas, like they fly
Wow.
in.
They
Yeah, I have
fly
customers
in.
who fly
Wow.
in
Wow.
because they need a
You
release.
need the release. Wow.
Yes.
Guys, it
Yes.
has been an amazing, amazing time. Thank you for hanging with us an hour, 16 minutes, and we're still counting.
This
From
was
myself,
awesome.
yes, thank you. Thank you so much. For those of you who came in late, I still see you and I greet you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We're going to sign off now because if we don't, we're going to go into a preaching session and then we're going to
Yes. And
praying
Zoe,
and
I
speaking in
just want to
tongues.
say one last thing. I just want to thank
Sure.
my husband, Samuel Tawiah, for
Mm,
all his support, all his love, because I
mm,
couldn't have done it without him
without him.
supporting me and being my backbone and my
Mm,
right hand person, for loving me just as I am. So
wow.
I wanted to thank him.
That gives me so much encouragement because now I know to wait for that person.
Yes, for the right one. For the
Hey!
right one.
All right, guys. From us over here, we want to sign off. We love you so much. Have a wonderful day. We will see you next week. It's going to be fun as always. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.